Putin Bad News Danilov was in on the plot to have Prigozhin mutiny. Ukraine's National Security and Defense Council, NSDC, Secretary Oleksiy Danilov told Ukrainian TV broadcasters on August 8 that the mutiny led by Yevgeny Prigozhin and his Wagner Group private military company in June was a special operation coordinated with Russian dictator Vladimir Putin. It was a coordinated effort between Putin and us to expose those generals who were not fully loyal to Putin and his entourage, Danilov said. Also see, Wagner inmate returns from Ukraine and murders 5 Russians in a drunken rampage. The officials seem to imply that Kyiv knows how many of these generals there are. He claims that some of them have been arrested and demoted. According to Danilov, divergences in the Russian state will only grow stronger over time. The number of people who realize where Putin has led them to is growing daily, he continued, so, we believe that this will happen in the fall or winter of this year. Danilov said the answer to the question of who might spark the next uprising in Russia requires time. In Russia, love is just one step away from hate, he says, suggesting that public opinion could quickly turn against Putin's rule, and he predicts that an unexpected figure will quickly gain the support of the people. The Washington Post had previously reported that Russian intelligence agencies had warned Putin of the impending Wagner mutiny at least a few days in advance. Chris Christie, who has positioned himself as the Republican Party's primary opponent to former President Donald Trump in 2024, pinned the blame for the conflict in Ukraine on Obama and Biden on Tuesday. The truth is that, Russian President Vladimir Putin's reign of terror in Eastern Europe is the result of years of failed leadership. In an email to donors, Chris Christie's campaign warned that the situation would continue to worsen. It has been said of him, he took Crimea under Barack Obama, buddied up with Donald Trump, and knows that Joe Biden can't stop him from committing countless war crimes in Ukraine. During his unexpected trip to Ukraine last week, the former governor of New Jersey met with President Volodymyr Zelensky to express his continued support for the Ukrainian government's war effort against Russia's invasion. His visit comes as Republican opinion is split on whether to keep funding Kyiv. Christie said on CNN's State of the Union on Sunday, "I wanted to know about the atrocities that were being and are being committed against the free Ukrainian people by the Russian military." Christie elaborated, saying, "This is an absolute authoritarian attempt by Vladimir Putin to overtake the free country of a neighbor. America is right to supply, and I spoke with President Zelensky for an hour. All he wants is a level playing field on which to wage war," she said. Christie has previously criticized Trump for suggesting the United States should slow its aid to Ukraine, and during the trip he criticized Biden for being too timid with providing the supplies Kyiv needs in an interview with The Washington Post. Christie is targeting New Hampshire, a crucial early voting state, with a number of campaign events this week as he aims to secure the Republican nomination. According to a poll by NH Journal and Coefficient, 43% of New Hampshire GOP primary voters support Trump. This makes him the clear frontrunner among Republicans nationwide. Christie is in second place, followed by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis at 9%. There is a 3.5% wiggle room in the poll's results.